Okay, continuing with my college football preview series, I am going to take a look at the Iowa Hawkeyes. This was a team that went 4-8 in 2012, and last year in 2013 they improved to 8-5, and they suffered an Outback Bowl loss to LSU. Offensively, look at some of the returners. Jake Rudock, he's coming back this year, and while he had his moments last year at quarterback where he looked like a Big Ten quarterback, there's other times where maybe not so much. He only completed 59% of his passes last year, and if that number improves, Iowa can make more steps up the ladder in the Big Ten standings, especially in the Western Division. Lining up behind him, one of the running backs is Mark Wiseman. He rushed for almost 1,000 yards last year and 8 touchdowns. He's one of those bulldozer type backs where, he can run over you, he can run by you actually once in a while. But the best player on this offense may be the left tackle, Brandon Scherf. And if you've seen that YouTube video of his where he's lifting weights, he's very strong. I shit you not. And most of my Hawkeye peeps know what I'm talking about. But another person that returns on the offense is Cavante Martin Manley, their leading receiver last year. And if there's two positions that Iowa seems to produce NFL talent every year, it's on the offensive line, like with the aforementioned Brandon Scherf, who should be on everybody's Outland Trophy watch list this year. If they're not, they're a fool. And at tight end, where they need to replace the departed C.J. Fedorowicz, who was drafted by the Houston Texans. On the defensive side of the ball, they have to replace all 3 starting linebackers, most notably Anthony Hitchens, who was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. And also on the defensive line, you have Carl Davis, who can be an All-American prospect if he continues his improvement. Overall, with this team, you would think they would have quite the easy schedule, considering that they don't have to play Ohio State, they don't play Michigan State, and they don't play Michigan this year. So, and their 2 toughest games, it would seem, would be their last 2 games, and they're both at home against Wisconsin and the rivalry game against Nebraska. And their non-conference slate includes a game with Northern Iowa on August 30th to start off the season, and of course you got the Cy-Hawk Trophy game with Iowa State. Then also in their non-conference, they got a game with the Fighting David Lettermans of Ball State, and they travel to Pittsburgh for their last non-conference game before they get into Big Ten play. I think the best case scenario for this team is that they take advantage of this easy schedule that they have, or a fairly easy schedule, and they could potentially get a bid into the Big Ten championship by winning the Western Division. Worst case scenario, Jake Rudock, he would struggle. They can't find suitable replacements at linebacker, and they underachieved to barely making a bowl game, having like a 6-6 or 7-5 record or something like that. But if that were to happen, where they barely eke themselves into a bowl game, or they don't make a bowl game at all, then the seat might be warming up for one Captain Kirk Ferentz again, just like it did in 2012. But that's kind of what I think about the Iowa Hawkeyes season this year. What can happen and what may happen.